All right, congratulations. You've survived most of 2020. You're at the final stretch, but who knows what's in store for us next. But today though, I'm gonna go over what happened in September 2020 compared to a year before. And then at the end of this, I'm gonna share with you a few propositions that are on the ballot this election that will definitely affect what you'll see up here. And as you know, this is gonna go over the entire LA County. And when we sit down together, we'll go over in more detail about your specific property and your specific market, okay? So with office space, the rent per square foot per year is at $40.82, and the annual rent growth has declined, negative 0.2%. And then a cap rate, you still have at 5.6%. Vacancy factor though, that's a scary number to see right there at 11.5%. And as many people do expect, that number is going to continue to go up. Unless the vaccine cures everything overnight, everything goes back to normal, people are going back to the office, you can expect to see this, climb higher and higher. And then the sale price per square foot at $429. Moving on to industrial, the rent per square foot per year is $13.55. Annual rent growth at 2.4%, and a cap rate at 4.7% with a low vacancy factor at 3.4%. Sale price per square foot at $222. Now with retail, you're looking at $32.92 with an annual rent growth declining at 1.1%. And then you have a cap rate of 5.4% with a vacancy factor of 5.2%, and then a sale price per square foot at $386. The last but not least, multifamily. You're looking at $1,935 per door for rent, and annual rent growth has also declined at 1.7%, with a cap rate at 4.3% and a vacancy factor at 6.2%. Now you have the sale price per door on average at $350,000 per door. So let's go over the propositions that are on the ballot that can definitely have a phenomenal effect on what you'll see up here. So the first proposition I want to go over is Proposition 15. Definitely going to have a phenomenal impact on commercial real estate. What they want to do there is they want to tax you on your property taxes based on today's market value and not when you purchased it 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And you can imagine with the increase in value, that's going to be a significant hit on your cap rate, your net operating income, and ultimately your cash flow, what you have left in your pocket. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And I think a lot of investors, well, at least the ones that do know about it, holding back. They don't want to touch anything until they see what happens there. The final proposition I want to go over with you that will definitely have a significant impact on what you'll see up here is Proposition 21. That mainly affects multifamily. What that proposition does, actually, let me give you some background. Right now, there's a Costa-Hawkins Act that limits rent control to only properties built before 1995. Not exactly built before 1995, but occupied, first occupied from 1995 and on. Those properties, they are shielded from rent control. But now, what Proposition 21 will do to multifamily is they're going to limit that to only 15 years. Once it is older than 15 years, the local government can start enacting rent control on those properties. So you can see as an investor, you'll be very wary to invest in a property right now because you don't know what's going to happen with property taxes, with rent control. It's a very shaky time right now, at least for those that know about it. If you didn't know about it, well, now you do. It's something to be aware of. Now, I'm not saying the whole world's going to collapse right under you just because those propositions, if they pass, there's still some time to implement it, and then there's always different factors, interest rates, the economy, many different factors. But those are just two things I wanted to point out, something to be aware of, something to definitely factor in when you do your analysis to see if this deal pencils out for you. And that's definitely something I could help you with. So that's it for me for today. Thank you very much for joining me. You know how to get a hold of me. And when we sit down together, we'll go more in detail on your specific property and your specific market. All right, thank you for your time.